is the Lakers' biggest issue?
Yes, he is their biggest issue because he's their biggest asset. It's not LeBron James. LeBron James, obviously, is a greater basketball player than Anthony Davis. But for the Lakers' success, their biggest asset is Anthony Davis. Give you an example. LeBron's first year, he gets injured, right? In part because he was trying to carry the entire team to the playoffs. Activate, whatever in the hell he was saying and tweeting out. Didn't activate. You're hurt. You pulled up lame. That offseason, hey, you know what has to happen. I need some help, and I need next-level help. He goes and gets Anthony Davis. Guess what happens that year, Acho? I mean, just coincidental. I don't know, coincidentally, they win a championship. Ding, ding, ding. Now, AD is still being haunted by who AD is, which is a guy who gets hurt off injured, right? So now you look at this Lakers team, and in the 3 years with Anthony Davis, their win percentage is .637. Without Anthony Davis, it's .470. Why do I bring that up? That's a winning record with Anthony Davis, losing record when Anthony Davis is not there. You know what their record is this year? With LeBron, losing record. Without LeBron, losing record. There's not the same level of impact because LeBron James is at an age where he's supposed to be the additive. He's supposed to be the supplement. He's not supposed to be the main ingredient. It's supposed to be young AD going up and down the court, a 6'10" guard, basically. But now, LeBron James has to shoulder that load once again. And what happened last time LeBron James had to shoulder the load? Injuries. What's happening this year with LeBron James? Injuries. Point being, Anthony Davis is their greatest asset. They better not think about trading this dude. They better not think about slighting Anthony Davis in terms of reputation because he is so necessary for their championship success. When they won that championship, Anthony Davis led the Lakers in 13 statistical categories. Anthony Davis doesn't get his flowers, but certainly he deserves his props, and he certainly belongs with the Lakers going forward.
Man, I would trade him, but that's a question I think we're going to have at another time. But beyond that, He is their biggest issue. I agree with you there. The reason he's their biggest issue is because the Lakers have built this foundation based upon the presence of Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. They know that if Anthony Davis is present, they win a chip. If Anthony Davis is not present, they will not win a chip. As a result, of course he's the reason they're not winning no games right now, and of course he is their biggest issue. But this is the only pushback I have. We all blame Anthony Davis, myself included, but to a degree we're at fault because we're overlooking the real problem here. You knew Anthony Davis was not going to be present. Anthony Davis has been injured the entirety of his career, not just Lakers' career, Pelicans' career as well, been injured the entirety of his career. So if you knew Anthony Davis was going to be injured, then why did you not have a contingency plan for his injury? You knew AD was hurt when you acquired him.
Yeah.
And then the first year, the only reason that his injuries did not impact you was because of the bubble. Quick little 5-month layoff. Go into the bubble. You win your chip.
Bubble ring?
It counts. But it was a ring during the bubble.
He said it.
But then the next 2 years since then, Anthony Davis, injured. If you knew who he was, then you have to have a contingency plan for him. You can't get mad at the person you married being who they are after you married him. You knew who you got in bed with. You knew who Anthony Davis was. So now how are you going to act surprised that he is exactly who he told you? When somebody shows you who they are, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Anthony Davis told y'all who he was, but for whatever reason, we and Lakers management chose not to believe them. As a result, Lakers management has to take some ownership as well for being an issue.
Man, are you talking to me or are you talking to Bruce Arians? Because when someone shows you who they are, if they're a losing coach, and you knew he was a losing coach, why would you ever make him your head coach? Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense, right? Give him another chance, right? Just like Anthony Davis. Like, you can't do it both ways, Acho. You can't have one block.
Several chances, but you're making up false points. Anthony Davis was a losing player in the NBA. But you figured you put him into the Lakers organization, now he's a winning player. Bruce Arians, Todd Bowles was a losing coach with the New York Jets. You're figuring you put him in a bad organization, he'll be a winning coach. There's a disconnect there.
You know that Tampa Bay is now the second worst sports franchise in terms of win percentage in sports history. Them and the Clippers used to fight it out. I know that because I know I'm rooting for my Clippers. Great organization or just a nice run right now? Be careful. And obviously they've won the championship before. But the point is, I was just saying it in jest. It's funny we could look at Anthony Davis and say, whoever you were is who you gotta be. But then we look at the Todd Bowles, whoever you were, you ain't gotta be that. It's interesting. I just wanted to point that out. let's also point out that, dog, this is real simple. Let's not go too deep on this one. Without Anthony Davis, Lakers don't stand a chance. At least that's what I hear when Klay Thompson goes out and the Golden State Warriors can't. They don't stand a chance. Or C.J. McCollum gets traded from Portland. They don't stand a chance. C.J. McCollum is not Anthony Davis. Klay Thompson is not Anthony Davis. And those teams instantly realize, oh, we shot. The world lays a mattress down for those teams. Oh, it's going to be okay as soon as they get back. No one goes out there and ridicules Klay Thompson for consecutive years getting injured. No one looks at the Portland Trail Blazers like, you better win the championship because you still got Damian Lillard. The point is, why are we going to look at the Lakers differently? They don't have their dude, and their dude is Anthony Davis, dog. Without him, this is going to collapse, and without him, there's no championship chances.
I'm agreeing with all that.
Oh, okay, good. So why you want to trade him then?
The focal point is this. If we're talking about trading AD, we can talk about trading AD, but Corbin, let me know or not if we're doing that later in the show.
Don't do it yet.
We're talking about the biggest issue at hand. The biggest issue at hand for me is AD missed 19% of the games when he was in New Orleans.
Okay.
Now he's come to LA and he's missed 60% of the games this year, 37% of the games the year before, and 27% of the games the year before. You know AD gets hurt.
Yeah, that's facts.
So that's why I'm like, Lakers management has to take some of it.
Is Westbrook
because
not a contingency to you?
At first, I thought he was going to be, but the more I look at it, I'm like, I can't be mad at Westbrook either, because Westbrook is being the same player that he has always been.
Right.
So if I'm really looking at it and who am I most frustrated with this season, I'm frustrated with Anthony Davis just because I'm lazy like everybody else. And you get frustrated with who you can see.
Right.
It's like being frustrated at a quarterback. Well, I see the quarterback, I'm mad at him. Quarterback doesn't play defense. It doesn't matter. I see the quarterback, I'm mad at him. I see Anthony Davis isn't present, I'm mad at him. But realistically speaking, you knew Anthony Davis was not going to be able to play, so shouldn't you have a contingency plan for Anthony Davis's absence? And that's my biggest issue. There's no contingency plan.
Yeah, but that's result-based, and that really catches people in this world, and I think it really contributes to a lot of anxiety. What happens is you got to be decision-based, man, and you got to live with the decisions. First of all, nothing's perfect, so it's okay if you try and fail, but you just got to try. My wife and I have this conversation a lot of times. But what happens in this world is, you can't just live with your decisions anymore. We gotta retry a situation, rejudge a situation based on the results. And that's a problem in this situation. You bet on Anthony Davis because he's a top 15 player, if not top 10. You bet on Anthony Davis to stay healthy, right? And then it doesn't work. But what did work is Anthony Davis stayed healthy enough for you to win a championship. In a situation like this, you can't all of a sudden start to say, well, you know what? Based on what Russell Westbrook is now, we shouldn't have made the decision then. Because even in the moment, you said, all right, I like that decision. I said I like that decision as well. And now we're going to go back, create anxiety, create all of this double talk about Russell Westbrook when that was a smart move. Anthony Davis, smart move. Sometimes smart moves don't always work out. Lakers are finding that out the hard way.